Hello, English speakers. Welcome, English speakers, to the one and only Verbling.com, the world's most amazing language learning website. More than just a website, it's a community of language learners from all over the world coming together, connected to Verbling.com to work on their second language. And so, English speakers, would you like to work on your second language this hour? That's why I'm here. My name is Geoff Watson, and thanks to Verbling.com, I am here to help you for the next 60 minutes to use your English and therefore improve your English. So, as you can see, I have posted the direct link to the document that I have created for this hour's class. I'd like to ask everyone who is going to participate in the class to please click on the link that you see in the Verbling chat box, open the document directly on your computer. That way you will be able to review what we have read. You will be able to look ahead at what we are going to read, and you will be able to clearly read the text that we are focusing on. Also, if you don't know a word, you will be able to copy and paste the text into an online translator or online dictionary. All right, that's task number one. Number two is I would like to show you, task number two is that I would like to show you the microphone muting button. So we ask that everyone keeps their microphone muted while they are waiting to speak. You can easily turn it on and off as the class continues. You have access to your microphone button underneath your video image. And by keeping your microphone muted, you keep our classroom nice and quiet. Then, I would like to also show everybody the YouTube application button on the left-hand side of your screen. And this will allow you to watch the YouTube video with all of us, all of the participants in the Google Hangout. I am also going to be copying and pasting the YouTube link in the Verbling chat box. So, this hour, we are going to be talking about business English, and we are going to be using some resources that I found on a website and a video that I found on YouTube. A great combination. We will be able to read, we will be able to discuss the content of the lesson, and then we will be able to watch the video and learn and improve our abilities to listen to real English. So, what I would like to do is to welcome everyone. Thank you for coming. And I'm going to open up the document and say hello to the first student, and so that we can start reading and understanding the text, the lesson for today. So by using your English, you're going to improve your English. Ebru, how are you?
I am fine. How are you, Geoff?
I'm great, thank you. So could you please read the title?
Sure. Work smart. Stop multitasking and start doing one thing really well.
And please continue. This is written by?
Written by Gina
Okay.
and Fast Company.
Yeah, this is, I believe, an online magazine. Okay. And so could you read the introduction here for us, please?
Yeah, uploaded on September 15, 2010.
And just to remember to practice 15th.
15th. Okay.
And please continue.
If you got work that requires engaged thinking, like reading, writing, or even just a serious phone call, stop juggling and start single tasking. Here's how.
Okay, great. So we have some vocabulary here that's very, very common, not only in business English, but in everyday language as well. And so do people understand what this article is about? Does anybody have any questions about the phrases or words? Yes,
Can I
Ava?
ask? Yeah,
Yes, of course.
multitasking.
Okay.
Multitasking.
Multitasking. All right. Can anyone describe what multitasking is? It's sort of a logical word.
To perform a lot of tasks in one time?
Absolutely. At the same time, we say, or at once, but sorry, at the same time. So doing several tasks at the same time. Good. All right. And how about more of the information that is in the introduction? Do people understand what juggling is?
I think
Yes.
it's like play with balls at the same time. For example, 3 balls.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's this kind of thing. Keeping 3 balls in the air at the same time. Okay, great. So juggling. Now, how is juggling connected with multitasking?
Because it's very difficult to handle one ball. It's more difficult to handle 2 or 3.
Yes, okay. And so, but what is the connection between the idea of multitasking and juggling?
Instead of handle balls, handle a task.
Yeah, different tasks. Okay, good. So instead of juggling 3 balls at once, you are juggling 3 jobs at once. Okay, great. And so this is the idea. But in this article, are we going to learn how to juggle several things at the same time? Are we going to learn how to multitask?
No, it's the opposite.
Exactly. So what are we going to learn how to do this hour?
How to think well, especially when you have to read or to write, like to do complex things.
Yeah, thank you, Eliana. And so we're talking about stopping the juggling, stop multitasking, and start focusing on one thing so that you can do it right, so that you can do it correctly. All right, great. And so I want to say hello again to everybody. Great job on your participation. So I'm hoping to get everyone to participate. Just turn on your microphone and say, "Hi, Geoff, I have a question," or "Hi, Geoff, I have a comment," and I'll call on you. I'm hoping that everybody will practice their English, let's say 10 times this lesson. So is there anybody who is good at multitasking?
Yeah.
Is there anybody here who's terrible at multitasking?
Okay.
I didn't start. What is
Yeah.
multitasking?
Okay, Matthias, and so welcome. So what is multitasking again? Could someone else explain that again?
Okay, teacher, I will give examples.
Yes, great. Okay,
Like,
Mustafa?
When I chatting and I talking in the same time, this is multitasking.
Oh, okay, so you're chatting to someone and you're
Yeah,
talking to someone else.
yeah,
That would be
Okay.
a great example. So doing two things at once, doing two or more activities at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. Yes.
so multitasking. And in North American culture, we talk about mothers, women being super moms and multitasking everything. Uh, is that the same in your culture? Does anybody have any comments about super moms?
Yes, in Italy it's the same.
Okay, and so is it a fair? Is that something that's fair in your mind? A fair expectation that mums should be able to multitask everything?
I think it's not, especially the working women. They work
Yes. Okay.
outside and at home, so I think
Good.
it is not fair.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Anyone else with a comment?
Teacher, I just
Yes.
want to say the family is a small society. Everyone in home should be helped by do some task. In this case, tasks will be more easy. So
They
don't
would be
stress.
easier.
Yeah, would be easier. So don't stress all tasks just on some person. It's so hard.
Yeah, absolutely. Great. So much easier if you share all of the tasks, all of the different jobs that need to be done equally. So here is a supermom juggling everything and including balancing a chair on her nose and riding a unicycle. All right, so great. That's the idea. So what I would like to do is I would like to play the video right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the screen share. I'm going to find the link for the YouTube video, and I would like all of us to watch the video right now. Just relax because you have the link so that you can access this video later if you would like. And if we have time at the end of the class, we will even watch the video again. So for those of you watching the class, or for those of you who have problems using the YouTube application, you can click on the link that's in the Verbling chat box. For the rest of you who are taking part or participating in the Hangout, we can watch it together. So let's Okay, great. So, comments? Were you able to understand her?
Yes.
Okay, good. What percentage were you able to understand of the words?
80%.
Okay, great. Excellent. Any other comments from people?
I think when you are a multitask person, you lose quality. That's bad idea, I think.
Yes, okay, good. So when you're multitasking, you your quality suffers. Okay, the level of quality of your work suffers. All right, great. But who is a supporter of multitasking? I thought young people, this new generation, they are amazing at multitasking.
For example,
Yeah,
uh,
Freddie?
Teacher,
uh,
I sub
Sorry, go ahead, Freddie. And then,
I,
yeah.
I think that when, for example, young people who is learning to drive a car, they start to texting a message at the same time when he's driving. That's a bad idea. I think they can crash out, I think.
They can crash. Okay, so that's illegal in many countries. It's illegal in Canada. Was it Mustafa? Did you want to make a comment? Who wanted to make the next comment?
yeah, I just want to say,
Yes, go ahead, Mustafa.
yeah, me.
Go ahead, please.
Okay, so I agree with multitasking and disagree. It depends on the situation. So we can do multitasking in some cases. We can do multitasking in some cases. So when you are driving, actually sometimes I do multitasking, but it depends. Not always. When you're walking, you can do multitasking. When I
Good.
was working in college, I always was reading and working at the same time. I can do that. So it
Okay.
depends on situation and depends on person.
Okay, no, great. And excellent. Thank you. I mean, we're practicing English, but sharing our opinions on both sides. Okay? And so another comment?
Yes,
Yeah, Matthias?
yes. I know that the mathematics help to when you release exercise and you give a long time to this area in the brain. You how do you say mejorar?
To
You
improve?
improve, yeah, improve these abilities in multitasking.
Okay, now you said mathematics?
Yeah,
Yeah.
when you practice much mathematics, your brain improve in the areas multitasking.
Okay. So you improve your multitasking abilities by studying math.
Exactly.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you. And let's get back to our reading. So what we're going to do is we're going to read the text that accompanies this video. Now, this text is not exactly the same, but it's very, very similar. So let's read through it. And again, everybody, let's try and single task this and focus on all of the text. And I'm here to help you, and your classmates are here to help you with understanding all of these words and phrases. So, David, hello? Yeah, are you available to talk with us, David? Can you turn on your microphone?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, perfectly. Could you please read this paragraph for us?
I have just some problems with my PC. I can't open the link.
Oh, okay. And do you see
Sorry.
it on the screen share?
No, it doesn't work.
All right, sorry. So I'll come back to you then. That's too bad. So Eliana, could you read this for us, please?
Yes. Work smart. A human's ability to do several things at once is a wonder of biology. It means we can eat a burrito while we walk down the street and listen to music and daydream about the weekend all at the same time. But some kinds of multitasking cost you more time than you save.
All right, great. And so do people understand the verb to daydream?
When you dream, but you're not sleeping.
Yeah, no, it's another logical word. You're dreaming during the day, thinking of other things, letting your mind, we say, to allow your mind to wander, to go in whatever direction it wants to. This is sort of daydreaming, a little bit like fantasizing, perhaps. Okay, so this is humans have a natural ability, an incredible ability to multitask. Okay, and so what I'd like to do is to move on. Fabio, hello.
Hello?
Welcome. Could you please read this for us?
Yeah. Doing two things at once, like singing while you take a shower, is not the same as instant messaging while writing a research report. Don't fool yourself into thinking you can multitask jobs that need your full attention. You are not really having a conversation while you write, you are shifting your attention back and between the two activities quickly. You are juggling. When you juggle tasks, your work suffers and takes longer because switching tasks costs.
Okay, good. So I'm just going to move this text down because there is some good information here. So then what is, sorry, what's her name? Trapani? Gina. What is Gina's opinion here in this paragraph? Could somebody start by pointing out one of the phrases that they think is important here? If anyone has vocabulary questions, the goal is really to understand all of the words, at least at a basic level.
What is the mean?
Yes, go ahead, please. Franco?
What is the mean of shifting?
What does shifting mean? Shifting, yeah, good, changing. Shifting is changing. And now it's to shift means to move from here over to here. Okay? And so what you're doing, if you're juggling, according to Gina, is you're shifting your attention from here over to here, shifting it back and forth. This is the idea. Okay? So yes. there is a difference. Now, I'm not asking anybody to create new information here. Just can anyone please paraphrase or repeat in your own words the information here?
No, it's
when
all.
you switch between. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, please, Selma. Hello, Selma, are you there?
Oh. Yes, teacher.
Oh, okay, go ahead, please. We couldn't hear you for a second.
Okay. When you switch between two jobs, this will take long time.
Okay.
To adjust new job.
Right. So
requirement.
Okay, so she's talking about the fact that something takes longer and your work suffers. Now, do people understand? And what I'm asking for is for somebody to say, yes, I understand, Geoff.
No, I don't understand.
Yes,
okay.
I do.
No, okay. Oliver?
Yes, I do understand.
Yes.
Well, no, but so then you need to repeat in your own words what you think it means.
No, yeah, I got it.
No. Okay.
Come on, Oliver, help me.
No, this is great. This is excellent. Let's work together as a team, everybody, because if somebody can help with one word and somebody helps with another word, you'll work together at both understanding everything. So who can help explain what she's saying? This Gina is giving us advice. So what is she giving us advice about?
She's saying that in some case you maybe could do or 3 tasks at the same time if there are simple tasks.
Good, excellent.
But maybe if there are more complicated, like writing a report and doing some math, maybe it's not a good idea to do several tasks at the same time.
Okay, fantastic.
And
so multitasking,
one by one.
Perfect description.
Yeah, no, excellent. And everybody's practicing their English. So you can multitask if you're talking about singing while you're in the shower. That works perfectly well. Okay, but you gave us some other examples. Now, what does she call it, though? There are 2 activities here, 2 different things. One is good, one is bad. We need to use her vocabulary here.
She said that when you have to do some jobs that require your full attention, then you have to avoid the multitask.
Okay, good. But what is it when people are doing 2 or 3 things at once and they should not be doing this? Now, Selma has talked about this. What takes longer? What causes your work to suffer? Somebody mentioned the quality of your work goes down. What does she call that activity? We've talked about it, and it's in the article.
Juggling.
Yeah, juggling.
Yeah.
Okay, so in her opinion, is juggling good or bad?
It's bad.
It's bad. Okay, I'll color it red. Because are you multitasking when you're juggling?
No.
No. Multitasking is good. Well, no, but in this context, no. But thank you. Yes, Eliana, of course you're correct. But in this context, in this article, are you multitasking when you're juggling?
No.
No. Okay.
Jumping.
What are you doing?
You're just jumping quickly between tasks.
Good. All right, good. And you see how Oliver has used another word. So you're jumping from one job to the other, from back and forth between the 2 tasks. You're shifting. Okay? And that's not efficient. That, in her opinion, doesn't work. It takes longer. I think I agreed with the student that said your quality suffers. And yeah, great.
I think when you practice your juggling, that's better. And I think that it's the same thing when you are a multitasker. You practice or you're doing the same thing again and again. It's the same thing. You can do it.
Yeah. Okay, now, sorry, I just want to stop you there. We really need people to please keep their microphones muted. So I wanted to, I want to thank, sorry, who was it that just spoke? Was it Freddie?
Yes.
Yeah, I think Freddie just made a comment. Now, that's excellent. I agree with your opinion, but that's not what Gina's talking about. So always, let's separate people's opinions. You're always welcome to give your opinion. It's awesome. But let's separate that from our job of understanding exactly what Gina is trying to communicate with us.
Okay.
Okay, so perfect. So she's saying juggling is bad because you are shifting your attention back and forth. This is a phrase that you will hear frequently in English. You're shifting your attention from one job to the other. And in her opinion, that does not work. When doesn't it work?
When you need the full attention for your task.
Absolutely. So don't fool yourself. This is another very common phrase in English. I'm hoping that people already recognize it. Don't fool yourself into thinking you can multitask jobs that need your full attention. There's a big difference here. So, yeah, you need to use your common sense. All right, great. So, let's move on. And read a little bit more about what the problem is. And so I think it's Franco's turn to read.
May I?
Franco, is it your turn to read?
Geoff, I could handle.
Yeah, but sorry, I'm asking people one at a time to read, going in order. So we don't hear you, Franco. And so, Freddie, could you read this, please?
Yes. What part is?
When your brain switches.
When your brain switches its attention from one task to another, it takes time to get into a new brain of thought. You lose any momentum you had on the first task, which caused you on the next switch. On the internet or in an office where distraction abound, switching tasks can cost hours. A recent study showed that office employees who were interrupted while they worked took an average of 25 minutes to get to what they started.
Okay, great, thank you. All right, now we've got some really great phrases here that are used all the time. So do people have questions about some of the phrases or words? Can people point out some of the sentences that they think are most important here? Does anybody have any personal opinions? So, and this is where I'm hoping that lots of students will turn on their microphone and participate. Just a short comment. One sentence. One idea.
I guess that.
Yeah, okay, Oliver?
Yeah, I guess that sometimes you are in some way to you have to juggling sometimes.
Oh, okay.
And I think that the average of 25 minutes is a little exaggerated.
Oh, okay, so you don't really agree with this average of 25 minutes?
No, I think like 30 seconds it will be enough.
Okay, great, thank you. All right, now that's not what Gina says, but that's fine. I love this because the last thing I want people to do, I don't want students to believe the content. I don't want you to believe the article. I just want you to understand it, and then you can share your opinion as to whether you believe in it or not. And so another comment from somebody, please?
Yes.
Yes, Matthias?
Okay. Is an indirect message to us?
Indirect or direct message?
Indirect message to us.
Okay, but I don't understand your point though.
Indirect.
Indirect, yes.
Message.
No, sorry,
Media.
I understand your sentence. So I would say, yeah, but I don't understand what you're trying to say.
Okay. Message.
Why do you think it's indirect?
Indirect message.
I know, but sorry, Matthias.
Okay.
But I understand.
Yes.
Sorry, just give me 1 second. I understand, Matthias, your sentence, but I don't understand what you're trying to say. What your opinion is.
I think that I get the idea that Matthias tried to say.
Okay.
It means that perhaps this is some way to say something else, to give you some advice that is a way to say just, hey guys, don't do juggling. just focus on your task.
Okay.
Exactly.
Well, all right. But then
we
I
must,
would say, sorry, go ahead, Matthias.
We have to take all attention to this class and the mustn't to stay in Facebook or talking with the cell phone, WhatsApp, anything.
So you're saying this is an indirect message from Gina?
No.
No, from Berlin.
Oh, from me?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay, all right.
To
Okay.
us.
Okay, good. Well, all right, good. So you need to say, Geoff, are you trying to send us an indirect message here?
Yeah.
No, it's okay, good. Thank you. I understand now.
Thanks, Oliver.
You're welcome. It's happened that
sorry, I want to get some. Sorry, I want to get some other students to give me some comments. And again, really, we haven't talked about the content of this paragraph yet, because the first task is to understand the paragraph. So you guys are already multitasking. Selma?
Yes, teacher. What I understand from the article is that new studies are showing that multitasking can harm the brain, the human brain.
Well, I'm not sure. Well, to harm it means to damage the brain. So that sounds very serious, Selma. It sounds like it's a medical problem. And I don't think that's the idea here. Now, and again, we're not necessarily talking about multitasking. Again, we're talking about juggling, trying to juggle two important tasks.
I think
Yes?
when you are
Freddy?
working in and when you are working in something and something distracts you, it takes a little time to recover that focus.
Yes. Okay. To get back to what you were doing. And
Yes.
to get back to what you were doing. All right. Switching. Well, and what are some of the quotations that she's saying? Now, Ebru, you're very quiet here, so please point out a sentence for us. David, can you point out a sentence for us? Something that you think is important in the text. Even if you just want to read a sentence, that's fine.
Okay, I understand. If I don't stop multitasking, I lose 25 minutes, isn't it?
Yes, okay. You can lose 25 minutes.
Switching between tasks
Good.
can cost you also hours.
Yes, good, excellent. So they're saying that switching tasks back and forth, that can cost you a lot of time each day. It's, in her opinion, it's very unproductive. And do people understand momentum? Do people understand the word momentum in this context?
I think it's like take a time.
So momentum?
The focus.
Focus? Well, not
Momentum
quite.
Is like...
Sorry, yeah, Oliver?
Well, actually, momentum is a physical term that means mass multiplied for velocity. But in this case, I think that it's try to say that if you are doing something, you get some force on this. So
right, you get
just
things
stop.
Moving.
Yeah. So if you stop to do what you are doing, you have to start all that inertia again.
Yeah. Okay. So it's when you get a job moving, keep it moving. Don't stop and lose the momentum. And then you have to push hard mentally to get that job moving again. That's the idea with momentum.
Herefore, we have a common phrase.
Good.
Don't stop a running system.
Again, please, David?
Don't stop a running system.
don't stop running system.
Yeah.
And what do you mean by system?
Yeah.
Is that like a way of doing things? A method of doing things?
Right. If it worked well, then keep going to do
okay,
this.
good. Right. Yeah. So the rule is don't stop. Keep
Don't
running.
stop. Keep running.
Okay, good. Excellent.
Keep on moving.
Yeah, good. Keep up that momentum. Keep that momentum going. Keep that momentum going. Stop switching back and forth. You're losing momentum. You're losing time. And, these are distractions. Okay, great. Let's move on. Excellent job. And so, let me see who's next. So then, Matthias, could you read this for us, please?
Okay. If you have got work that requires engaged thinking, like reading, writing, or even just a serious phone call, stop juggling and start single tasking. For example, if you have got a dozen emails to answer and presentation slide to prepare, complete the slides before you look at the email. You will get both jobs done faster than the juggler who switches between the email and the slide every few minutes.
Okay, great. Yeah, and just juggler. Serious. Thinking. Engaged. Okay, and so what we're looking at phrases, we're looking at vocabulary, and we're looking at understanding this. Comments from people?
I have a comment.
short, go, Ebru, go ahead, please.
We should choose important tasks.
Okay, good. Yeah, so that's prioritizing. Okay, but what if you have two important tasks?
Gina said email and slides.
Good. All right. So what's her advice?
Complete the slides before.
Okay, sure.
You look at the email.
Yeah. All right. Great. And depending on the situation, you could answer all of your email first and then complete the slides. But doing them separately, single tasking. Right? That's her advice. Any other questions about the vocabulary? People understand? Yeah.
Dozen. If you got a dozen email that says 12 or not.
12, yes.
Okay. So what is she talking about?
For example,
Good.
if
Sorry.
you got.
It's 12. A dozen 12. Is 12.
Oh, just that.
Like a dozen of eggs.
A dozen eggs.
Thank you.
Yeah. Fantastic. All right. So, do you agree with her now? Now we can share some opinions. You'll get both jobs done faster.
Yeah, in this case, I agree with that.
Okay. Yeah. Especially if you're switching back and forth every few minutes. Yeah. That sounds really bad.
But sometimes you could, to make more productive, you are juggling because you can use the dead time between tasks.
Downtime?
Dead time.
Dead time.
You have to wait for.
Yes. Okay. Maybe for a response.
Some process is done. In that time, you can do something else.
Now, dead time. That's possible in some contexts. I'm going to put down downtime as maybe a better option, a more common option, in my opinion, anyways. Taking advantage of downtime. Whoops. Dead time. I'll put dead time there as well. But my suggestion would be to use downtime.
Your advice, yeah.
It's good. No, I'm not right. I'm just saying in my specific English, Downtime sounds a little better.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, great. So let's move on. And I guess this is some obvious information, but Oliver, could you read this for us, please?
You already know that some kind of multitasking can be hazardous to your health, like texting while you're driving or blow drying your hair when you are in the bath. When it comes to splitting your attention between tasks, remember the difference between multitasking and juggling. When you have the choice, stop juggling and get things done faster, one at a time.
Okay, great. And so, can anybody think of some other examples of people doing multitasking? Like texting while driving?
Yeah, that is typical.
Yeah, but does anybody have other examples?
I think not.
Yep.
I think not just texting. Maybe talking in the phone.
Talking on the phone.
Texting it's stupid, but talking it's possible.
Okay, with a hands-free.
Yes. People think I can do it. I can do it. I'm a good person.
I have seen people in the car texting while they are driving.
Yes, absolutely.
Especially women.
Especially women. Okay. Now, any other examples?
It's very common in me when I'm reading in my bag, listen to music with headphones.
You're riding on the bus?
No, in my bicycle.
Oh, you're riding on your bike and listening to music.
Bike.
Okay, your bicycle. That's a little hazardous, though, right? Yeah.
Maybe you are climbing a mountain. It's not a good idea reading a book while you climbing.
Okay, no, maybe impossible. But does somebody have some good examples of when you're multitasking?
Well, when you are playing football, you have to juggle your attention between your feet, the ball, and the other team and your team all the time.
Okay. What I'm talking about is efficiently combining two useful but different activities. I want to get some feedback or participation from the other students.
Writing while
sorry, Selma. Sorry, Selma.
Yeah. Writing while listening to music.
Okay. What are you writing?
Writing a creative short story.
Okay, so doing some creative writing while listening to music. I think that works well together.
While having sex.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead, David.
While having sex.
Okay, all right.
With music.
Any other, I'm talking about efficiency, getting two important things done at the same time.
That's both might be.
I'm cooking now.
Okay, so cooking and improving your English. Well, this is a great idea, because what can you do while you're listening to English, for example?
And
so Oliver's cooking.
Yeah, well, I'm here, and usually when I am in work, I'm used to improve my English in verbal or colingo.
So you usually do this, okay?
Yeah.
Or you often do this? Some other examples for people? I'm looking for feedback from Ebru or Liana or Ebru.
Yes. I play piano while singing.
Okay, all right, great. But that's really the same thing, though. Yeah,
No.
I'm looking for good ideas of combining two different but valuable things at the same time. Eliana, do you have an idea for us?
For example, when you take notes during a lesson, like you're listening to someone and at the same time you're writing.
Okay, sure, great. And Fabio, do you have a comment about valuable multitasking?
Maybe answering phone calls and using your PC. I work in administration, so I use it to asking phone calls and checking data on my PC. I have to combine them.
Yeah, so you usually do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is a routine.
Yeah, just quickly for everybody, used to do something, used to do something. This means that you did it regularly in the past, but you don't do it anymore. Okay, so, but if you're talking about something that happens regularly or frequently, that is usually. You have to. You are usually doing work on your computer and answering phone calls.
Yeah.
Great, excellent.
I think a good example
great.
is when you walk into the work and you answer important phone calls to the business.
Absolutely. Or if you're on the metro or if you're taking the bus, you simply, you have to multitask while you're traveling to work. Yeah, that's great. Franco, do you have an example for us? Franco, are you there? Okay, no? All right. And so what I'd like to do is now just to, it's a very short video. And so what I'd like to do is to play the video one more time. And I'm hoping that by listening to the video a second time, and you can actually use the document as a transcript. It's not exactly the same, but it's very similar. I'm hoping that by watching the video one more time, we'll be able to understand a lot more, because I want to promote to students, recommend that you find something interesting and you at least read it twice, listen to it twice, or watch it twice, at least. Never just once. So what I'm going to do is I posted the link again in the chat box, and I'm going to play the video one more time on the and let's see if I can get this working. Just if everyone, if I could get people to mute their microphones, and I'm going to have to reload this into the player. So we can hear Oliver cooking.
What is he doing? What kind of dish?
I want to.
Did were people able to understand a lot more this time?
Yes.
I'm hoping yes. All right. And my point is when you are understanding something more easily, this is learning. This shows you that you're learning English. This is the skill that you need to develop. And so by reading and listening and reviewing and listening again, this is the way that you improve your ability to understand real English. And so, great. And so what I'd like to do then is to go to Selma. Do you have a final comment for us?
Well, teacher, what I want to say is that for me, I am just fine at monotasking, but I do much better when I multitask.
Oh, okay, so you really enjoy multitasking.
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, okay, great. And is that at work or your personal life?
No, in my personal life, even if I have one task, I just try to create other tasks so that I can do the first task.
Okay, great, thank you. Okay, and thank you, great. I know some people are addicted to multitasking. So, Oliver, a final comment from you?
Well, I just want to say that it wasn't me who was making that noise of cooking, because my mic is always mute when I'm not speaking. And
Okay.
I'm actually eating now.
Oh, okay. So great. Matthias, a comment from you, please.
It's good to do multitasking with little things. For example, take the piano and sing.
Oh, yeah.
But it's wrong when you drive your car or stay with other person and don't look to front.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah, you're talking with someone and not watching the road.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
It's good practice multitasking with study, for example, because it's boring. Stay all the day study mathematics.
Yeah. Okay. Great. It's good to give your brain a break. And I just wanted to quickly ask people if you can include, like, what is the social multitasking? So you're sitting talking with a friend, but you're text messaging to someone else. What do you think of that?
I hate them.
I hate it too.
Freddie, a comment from you? Any comment that you want to make?
Yes, I think multitask is just for women. I mean, as a man, we need to forget the multitask. We are not good at it.
Okay, so women are much better at multitasking than men.
Yes,
Okay,
that is just for women.
Okay. Franco, a comment from you? Okay, we can't hear you, Franco. I'm going to go to Fabio.
Well, I agree with the video and with the article. I think that being multitasking is a side effect of modern life, okay? Because we are addicted to, mobile phone or tablet or PC. So we are using multitasking devices and we are becoming multitasking too.
Yeah, okay, good, excellent. And Eliana, a comment from you?
Yes, I'm a multitasking person, so I get bored with just one task.
Okay. And then do you think it's a good thing? I mean, is your employer happy about that? Or are your friends and family happy about that?
I work with children. I'm a teacher, so I have to do.
Yeah.
So
right.
it's necessary.
Yeah, good. Working with all the different kids. And Ebru, a final comment from you?
Okay. I think if brain stops multitasking, what will happen our body?
Okay, all right.
I'm
So,
kidding.
no, okay, no, that's good. And so, are you going to continue multitasking now, or are you going to think about stopping it? After reading the article, has Gina convinced you to change what you do?
Yeah, it is risky. I stop multitasking, definitely.
Oh, so
Because
you
I'm
go ahead,
listening to
please.
music. I listen to music while walking. It's risky.
Oh, okay. All right, great. Okay, so good. Thank you, everybody. That was a super class for participation from everybody. So great job. Thank you for focusing and giving me your complete attention this hour. And I hope to see you soon in another class.
I hope you. Thank you.